Hello, and thanks for dropping in to listen to me talk about my book, The Gods of Battle, the Thracians at War. This is the second book I wrote about the Thracians, and it's available as a hardback like this, or much more cheaply, of course, as an ebook. So it follows on from my first book, which was the Osprey book, and has a lot more detail, and is also a lot more up to date than this book. There were one or two mistakes I made in this book too that have been corrected. So, if you buy this book, what will you find in it? Well, I made 3 trips to Bulgaria and southeastern Europe, Greece, Turkey, and all the provinces of Thrace, and Romania as well, of course. And this basically is what I found out when I was there. I visited very many museums and found a lot of things that had not been published in Western books. And in this new book I was able to put quite a lot of things that had been left out before. This book is also different in that it has colour photographs, and also it has very many black and white reconstruction drawings. So I didn't just stop at getting drawings from Greek vases. In some cases I went to the length of making them go further than that. So I filled in some of the gaps just so you get some idea, and so you get some difference from what they did look like. So you've got pages like these with the black and white illustrations as well. So it's a very well illustrated book, and also, unlike the previous book, it comes with pages and pages of bibliography and footnotes. So it does have all the academic referencing that the previous book lacked. The book is divided into sections covering a wide variety of topics. It is a problem, of course, when writing about the Thracians, that there's not much written about them, and what is written about them is written by the Greeks or the Romans, and some sources do have to be repeated. I know some people in the reviews have complained about that, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. The Thracian history is mainly done through archaeology, but I have been able to fill in quite a few gaps. So for instance, there are sections on ancient warfare specifically, where I talk about things that will be of interest to you even if you are not interested in the Thracians. For instance, there's sections on light infantry and light cavalry, all that sort of thing that happened in the ancient world. There's artillery and so there's armour, there's weapons, and I go through all the different armour and weapons of the Thracians, of course, but that involves also going through the ancient Greek weapons and armour. There's a section on the Thracian Tribes, one on battles. There's another tactic on, another chapter on battles and tactics. another one on fortifications, because there's quite a lot of those still left, and another chapter just on the Thracian army itself as it developed. And of course a chapter on the history of the Thracians, and another one on their costumes. So for instance, we've got this one here where I've put together all the pictures of the Thracian costumes that I could find. So if you're interested in Thracian history, I'd thoroughly recommend this book. Even my mother, who's not interested in this sort of thing, said she enjoyed reading it. She found it a very readable book, and that's one thing the editors said when I sent the book in. They said, you can write. So I have tried to make this book in a very readable format so that anybody can pick it up and just read it. Anyway, thanks for watching.